Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I am going to do a couple of questions from the evaluate assignment that I gave, and I'm going to focus on evaluating linear and quadratic functions. So I'm just going to do a couple questions. Um, what you see on my screen is on the left is a delta math question, and on the right is a piece of white paper that I'm going to be using to show you exactly what you need to do. Um, it says the function g of x is equal to 2x plus 4, and they want you to find g of a negative 6. Couple things real quick. Basically, whenever you see something like g of x or f of x, you should know you're dealing with a function. Second thing, every function has an input and output. In this case, they're giving us the input. And the way I like to remember it is it's inside the parentheses, and then we're going to plug that input into the output or into the function, and we're going to get the output. So let me show you exactly what you're doing. So they told us that the input is a negative 6. So anywhere that you see an x, you're going to replace it with parentheses a negative 6. Everywhere. Boom, done. So wherever you see an x in the function, you're going to replace it with parentheses negative 6. And then you're just going to calculate this. Now remember, the operation, when you see parentheses, that means multiplication. So this is going to be 2 times a negative 6, which is a negative 12. And then it's going to be a negative 12 plus 4. So the answer is going to be a negative 8. All right, that's it. So then we're going to come here and we're going to put a negative 8. Submit it. It says, nice job. Let's do another one. All right, over here, let me get rid of this. All right, so the function that we're given is h of x equals a negative 2x plus 1, and they want us to find h of 4. So basically, everywhere that we see an x, we're going to replace it with parentheses 4. The parentheses are important. Some students are like, why do I need to put the parentheses? They help you, especially when you have a negative input and you're squaring, cubing, quadrupling, anything like that. So just believe me, trust me on this. When you have um, an input, put it in parentheses. Now, let's go ahead and evaluate this. So a negative 2 times 4 is going to be a negative 8. A negative 8 plus 1 is going to be a negative 7. So that's our output. So you're going to come here and you're going to do, boom, submit. All right. Now, let's go and look at the next one. This one is evaluate quadratic functions. So we're going to do basically the same thing. We just have a different type of function. So I'm going to write f of x equals a negative x squared plus 2x, and they want us to find f of a negative 3. So the input is a negative 3. So everywhere that we see an x, we're going to replace it with parentheses a negative 3 everywhere. And everything else stays the same. We're just replacing the x part with the parentheses negative 3. Now, at this point, you just do what the parentheses are saying. So in this case, a negative 3 squared is going to be 9. And then we have this negative here. So this is going to be a negative 9. And then it's going to be 2 times a negative 3, which is going to be a negative 6. So a negative 9 minus 6 is going to be a negative 15. Now, if you're struggling with the math, then just go and use the calculator. Where is the calculator? Well, use the calculator. In fact, I should have showed you how to use the calculator. But all you're going to do is replace the x's with the input and then calculate that using your calculator, and whatever your number is, that's your output. So in this case, it's going to be a negative 15. Bop, bop, bop. Oops, wrong place. Bop, bop, bop. And then you submit it, and it says wonderful job. All right, I hope that helps you. Basically, whenever they give you an input, wherever you see that X value or that variable, you're going to replace it with that input. Put it in parentheses, that's important. All right, I'm going to stop and I'm going to post this.